So back in 1995, I started a nonprofit called Educational Resources of Monterey County. It was tutoring, it was a resource library, and I took students all over the world for educational study trips. Hidden Hills started about 2004 when we purchased this ranch. We were hoping that it would increase or change a little bit our mission. We didn't realize how much it would change the mission.
Like any ranch, it's a lot of maintenance. And when you add all the animals that we have here, it makes it even harder. Because the horses are very hard on fencing and waterers, so there's always something to repair. So we maintain the trails, and then there's seasonal activities that have to happen. A lot of pruning of the trees, a lot of keeping of the weeds down in the spring. It becomes a very monumental task, some of the things we have to do to maintain the property itself. So every morning, at the crack of dawn, really, you need to feed your animals because they're ready to eat. And so every morning we load up a wheelbarrow full of flakes of hay, and we go around and feed all the horses. And then in the evening, we do it again. About every 3 weeks, we get a delivery of hay that fills up our hay barns. But then about twice a week, we're also getting some of the supplemental grains that we feed to the horses and to the pig and to the alpaca and to the goats and to the sheep. It's demanding, but it's very satisfying and fulfilling also.
Here we are today with a lot of animals, almost all of them rescue, still serving the underserved population, if you will, and able-bodied kids too.
Almost all children love animals, or at least are interested in animals. I think the goal is just to open other avenues of life to any child, to give them experience with the outdoors, to show them how to be with other animals. You know, for some kids, it's hard to be with other kids. Maybe it'll help them be with other children and in other situations in a different way.
Barnyard Love started in my mind when I saw autistic children coming here and they were too afraid to go into our petting zoo. Some of the bigger animals became intimidating to them. And so I thought if we had an area that they could we could bring out one bunny or one chicken or one small goat so that they felt like they had the opportunity to pet them. Now every day that Barnyard Love area is also used for preschoolers. We have professional educators in the preschool world 5 days a week for our youngest little farmers here.
What I love the most is watching children's joy in just experiencing life. We have songs that we sing, we do movement songs to get the wiggles out. We have a little topic each week. There's a topic, something related to, maybe we're talking about chickens or cows or pigs or pond creatures. And we have a little story about that. Maybe they got brave enough to hold that carrot at one end and the animal they offered it to chomped down on it. Could be the joy of finding an egg. The joy watching the parents. Watching parents begin to relax and understand that when we do an art project, that is the process, not the product.
One of our newer programs is called Reading Wranglers. It's a great way for the kids to say, oh, I got to read to a pony today. We can take turns with a simple book without fear and read it to this animal. And we'll say, oh, they can only handle this little See Jane Run book. That's all that horse can listen to. Oh, okay. They don't realize that we know that's all they can handle, but it's without judgment. We also have some piano lessons. We also have sewing lessons. We also have a class called Haven, Homeschool Haven. It's available to either way. It could be through the charter, which we're vendors for multiple charter schools, or just independent families that are homeschooling and want their children to have a chance to integrate with other kids, to socialize, and to have learning that's outdoors, science, STEM related classes. Ranch Wranglers is a class that we offer periodically for children that are so interested in wanting to own a guinea pig or have a pony or just want to help at the ranch. So they learn all about the cost of hay and how messy it is and where you have to keep it. And then, do they have to wear horseshoes? Do they have to have shots? Honestly, it's a popular class because they're interacting with the horse that they were really wanting to meet, and they're realizing they're caring for that animal.
There's hardly a week that I haven't been here twice or 3 times because I just fell for the horses, just trying to make friends with them and so on. Hearing the roosters, occasional nicker from the horses, and the bay out of these 2 fellers between Blossom and Bullwinkle, when they let loose with their hee-haw, it's one dandy sound. They're fun to work with. Maybe it's because they're nice and slow, methodical, and so when you get to know them and they learn to trust you, they're good friends.
We also have riding and for horses and pony instruction. We're thrilled to be able to use our rescue horses, give them another purpose for life, and just give kids, they learn so much.
So I started in the office, then slowly made my way out here teaching pony lessons, and now I teach horse lessons full time. Teaching the kids to do something that I love and watching them grow to love horses and riding, watching them advance in their riding. The only plan I have is to get my kids into it and have them grow up. They're already coming out here for pony lessons, so having them grow up out here at Hidden Hills and getting into that and just watching to see what they do.
I've been riding ever since I was a baby. I never stopped. I'm going to school for psychology right now, and so my goal is to eventually open up my own practice out here and my own therapy program out here and do that with the horses. That's my goal. I just like the environment and the people, the kids.
You are dismissed.
All right, lunchtime.
Stop.